Hello viewers, today is the sixth video of my interview question and answer series. This video is intended commonly for QA/QC engineers and inspectors. Let us continue the session. What are the different action points for inspection? Hold point, witness point, review point and surveillance point. Let us have some brief. Hold point are an inspection point defined as an appropriate document beyond which an activity must not proceed without the approval of the designated organization or authority. Witness is an inspection point defined as an appropriate document beyond which an activity can proceed after notifying the designated organization or authority. Contractor QC inspector has the full responsibility for performing detailed inspection during the work activity. Notification to the client is mandatory. Review point defined in an appropriate document is the point in which a work activity cannot proceed without first ensuring the review and approval of applicable documents or personal qualification by a designated organization or authority. Surveillance QA/QC organization to monitor work in progress without notice of the construction organization. What are the different inspection levels as per Saudi Aramco inspection requirements? There are actually 6 levels. The first one is non-inspectable, where nothing required from vendor inspection department. Then there is level 0, documentation requirements only. Material shall be procured from approved source. No vendor inspection is required. There is a regulated vendor list prepared by Aramco. So all the vendor for level 0 material should be selected from that list. Level 1, only final inspection is required prior to shipping. Level 2, PIM, in process and final inspection. PIM means pre-inspection meeting, includes as a minimum one or more unspecified in progress surveillance visit, all witness and hold points final inspection and release for shipment is required for level 2. Level 3 and 4 most strict levels. Level 3 same as level 2 except in process surveillance shall be on a regular basis, daily, weekly or bi-weekly. Level 4 resident inspector continually stay on the facility and monitor the work. What is a non-conformance? How different non-conformance being recorded? First recorded form of non-conformance is most popular, which is NCR or non-conformity report. It is a record reporting the variation from the specified requirement. CAR, corrective action report. It is a record reporting the action to take to eliminate the effect and causes of an existing non-conformity, defect or other undesirable situation in order to prevent recurrence. DR is a deviation report, a report of the concession granted by client or owner to contain deviation from the project specification. What are the basic responsibilities of quality control inspector or QC engineer? Ensuring quality control site surveillance, witness inspection and test in accordance with the SATIP and SAIC, verifying the inspection reports and validating the results, shall continually inspect the work at site, and all QA/QC document shall be managed by inspectorate and technical clerk assigned by the quality department. Monitor the timely production of the inspection certificate by construction contractor or subcontractor. Ensure the proper disposition of the non-conformities with the assistance of specialist as required. What are the basic responsibilities of a mechanical or piping inspection engineer or inspector? Shall conduct an inspection in accordance with international code and standard. Monitoring daily piping activities. Verify compliance accordance to the project specification. Preparing quality record, final acceptance, documentation, etc. What are the basic responsibilities of material inspection engineer or inspector? Shall perform the receiving inspection according to the SATIP and SAIC, verifying that all required documents and records have been supplied by the vendor, review certificate material test report CTMR and other records received from the vendor, perform visual check that all the items has not been damaged during the transportation, verify that all items meet all requirements on material requisition, verify that the identification marking on the items are identical with the CMTR and other relevant documents provided by the vendor. What should be included in the material receiving inspection reports? Material inspector shall prepare material receiving inspection report and shall include the following as a minimum: name of the item received, serial ID number, vendor name, material requisition number, material inspector signature and inspection date. Who is responsible to release a material for construction or site installation? Material inspector shall document the receiving inspection result on the report and provide the copies to material control supervisor and related construction discipline department for using it for construction or further site installation as applicable. What would the action of an inspector for the non-conforming materials? Items found to be non-conforming at receiving inspection shall be clearly identified and controlled using non-conformance report NCR procedure for the project. Physically non-conforming material to be segregated and to be placed on the quarantine or hold area and attached hold tag till the reason of non-conformity is resolved and ready for re-inspection. When a car is being issued, corrective action request issued by the QA/QC manager to the department responsible for non-conforming products. During internal and external audit, the lead auditor also raising car for any discrepancy and continual improvement of the quality system. Material receiving inspection, the sequence, narrate all the basic steps. Before inspection, construction department should submit request for inspection, which is also called as RFI, to the QA/QC department. RFI shall include as a minimum SAIC, purchase order, delivery note, packing list, certificate of compliance, equipment test report, approved data sheet, approved drawing, inspection release, certificate inspection, disposition reports. Then the inspector should verify and validate all the above document, installation manual, perform the equipment material pre-inspection, see to it that the material and or equipment are free of defects or damage during transportation. Material or equipment shall be in accordance with company material requisition, approved standard and specification. Fill in the necessary information on the right checklist: name of the item received, serial number, vendor name, material requisition, material inspector signature, inspection date, etc. Once the inspection was carried out, all the pertaining documents should be submitted to Saudi Aramco for signature and final acceptance. What are the basic contents or what should be included in a final disposition report? Narrative details of quality activities performed during manufacturing and fabrication of the equipment or material, copies of the Saudi Aramco approved waivers, all SA 175 contractor witness inspections, copies of supplier quality records as specified in SA 175 form, copies of all NCRs with final dispositions and resolutions, outstanding punch list items, if any, from pre-shipment inspection, verify that all the requirements specified in Saudi Aramco inspection requirement form 175 have been met. How the material traceability and identification to be maintained at site? All pipe and fittings shall have material specification and grade stamped, stain sealed or otherwise clearly marked with a permanent marking method. It is good to have a material traceability or identification procedure. It can also be mentioned in the material receiving procedure for the specific project. Thanks for watching. This is the end of part 6 of interview Q&A series. If you like my channel, please share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the like button. Signing off, Showman.